Quite a classic design all round. Things that aren't classic though, no side pockets. It has no zipped side pockets anyway, it has the mesh pockets with the straps on the side. So I've got my tent in there. It's a classic divided pack, so you've got the bottom section with the access zip. There's also a zip divider there as well inside. Got my sleeping kit in there. All the zips are tabbed for use with gloves, which is very useful in the cold conditions. We've got two ice axe attachers, which can also double up as pole attachers as well. Obviously I've got my ice axe on there, just a walking axe. These are interesting how these tab in. Elasticated. You just pull it, tension it. I find they work extremely well. When I first saw them I was a little bit dubious about them, but they are actually a really good, usable bit of kit. The old ACT Lite had just a bungee cord front. This has actually got a mesh section on the front. You can store your wet clothing in there. I've actually got a bit of my mounting kit there, my big gloves, if it needs to come out, just very accessible. The lid has changed a little bit again from the old one. We've now lost the plastic D-rings and we have the cord D-rings, which actually are very useful. It cuts down a little bit of the weight. I mean, this is the ACT Lite. The idea is it is a light pack. Zipped compartment at the top, again really useful. If you're working with somebody, your buddy can get into this really easily. So again, you've got things like spare batteries for the nav, first aid, that kind of thing at the top of it. On the underside in the lid pocket we have another zip pocket. Again, fairly generous, got a few things in there, mainly camping. So, crampons. This is the plus 10 part of it. You've got a couple of buckles there to release off, and then you've got your skirt coming up, so you fit in more kit if needed. You've also got a tab at the top and hydration exit point at the top. All fairly standard fare really, it's not super technical, super different. Very well built, well put together. But that's not, to me, the magic of the bag. It is a hard wearing material. I've had one of these, 40 plus 10, which is covered in another video, for 11 years, had a lot of use. The material stood up to the use. But it is still a lightweight material. The buckles are made of high wear plastic, but are light, not too big. Again, this is the lightweight pack. Obviously, as you would expect with any decent bag, there is the cinches to hold the back into it. But this is the real business end of the pack for me, is the backing system. The backing system is absolutely fantastic. We have the air contact back system. Now, this does actually breathe well, and obviously it is meant to fit into your back well, and in the high winds that we had, that was really useful. If you have too much of an open exposed back, you can get wind through there and it just unseats you. But what it really does is this hip belt system, for me, fits really well into my back, and this transfers the weight into my hips, keeps it out of my back, off my shoulders. Now obviously I'm putting some weight into my shoulders. Shoulder straps, ergonomically designed, really comfy, and obviously you've got your chest strap on there as well, incredibly important obviously to keep your straps in place. But this bit here is the real special part of the bag. Obviously you've got the very quick system to set you back up for your own back length. Once that's set, it's set. It's a simple system. Size it to yourself, velcro it in place, and it doesn't move. Once it's there, it's there. Okay, this is the magic bit where the weight goes. Picking that up, that weighs quite a bit. But I have got a full mounting kit in there, to be fair. One thing I really like about it, probably pick it up, I do like the bag, is the hip belt system. It's got obviously the double waistband, but that does spread the weight nicely. This is the best bit. You can really cinch that in. These do pack away into here. But to be honest, I tend not to do that. Carrying this much weight, there can be occasionally a bit of movement on there and to really cinch it, but that's the magic. Yeah. Weights in the back, onto my hips, not onto my shoulders. Put a little bit of weight onto my shoulders. All in place. And it just feels lighter. It's not light. And when I'm getting up onto that top of that one row, I'm going to be feeling it on my legs, but what I'm not going to feel it so much anyway is my shoulders and my lower back. So, this is where it pushes them.
One more run, one road to go. Here's the Devil's Point. The backpack's been fantastic. Carried a lot of weight. Paul's got his on as well. The Deuter bag just does the business basically. Really rate it. What I've found, as I've said before, is the weight just stays in the hips. I have had to adjust the belts a few times, but I'm carrying about 20 kilos, which is a lot. Well, I've had some winds up on the top, on the engine's peak, maybe 60, maybe even 70 mile an hour gusts and we're rocking. And again, constant clock packs, nice and close profile to the back. Really, really held me nice and steady. Wasn't buffeted as I might have been with something that's going to hang off a bit worse. Again, you've got to put it on right, but wow, once it's there, it's there.